What's up, everybody? I'm always, showing you guys all these different filters that I build and that kind of stuff. Just kind of wanted to show you real quick. I haven't done a background on this tank yet. That's why you see all the pipes and walls and everything sitting back there. And anyway, just kind of wanted to go over this filter real quick. I do run a couple in this tank. I've got that one there. I wish I knew what it was. If you guys know what it is, please leave it in the comments. I love it. The end of this did break off right here. I should have cleaned the glass before I did the video, huh? The end of it did break off. It is a spray bar, so what you would do is just basically turn this and it'll spray it across. But anyway, the tip broke off, so I just use it this way, and it gives me nice rotational water in my tank. You guys can see I'm running the power head there. It's a 506 with a sponge on the end. That's just to help in case I have any fry or anything. And then I run the old sponge filter right back there. It's rated for a 75-gallon tank. Again, I should have cleaned the glass before I did this, but I didn't, so whatever. This is my 5-year-old's tank. This is his design. Pretty cool for a 5-year-old, I gotta say. He did good with it. I can't complain. Double bridges. We got rocks that like broke it and stuff. Pretty cool. And then I run an over the tank sump. You guys can check out the video on this on how I built it. These things work, I mean, just amazingly. Most of the tanks that I run a single pump. I mean a single filter. In this case, I'm running a couple just because I have a big load in here, and these little Severums right here, they're growing fast, and I mean super fast. They've grown probably 2 inches since I got them. And when I started, they were as small as that one right there, a little crib. So you guys can see there's a big difference. Anyway, just kind of wanted to go through some of the filters that are in here. Every filter that's in here, guys, I've done a video on, with the exception of that one. That's because I don't know what it is. I wish I did. As soon as I know, maybe I'll do an overview on it. It's a terrific filter. I love it. It's got sponges on the inside there. Look, I'm cleaning my glass as we talk. It's got sponges on this side where the intake comes in. It's got some ceramic rings. Not the greatest, but not the worst. I mean, can't really complain. I got the flow all the way up. You can adjust it here. Great filter. Just wish I knew what it was. This pleco loves hickory pellets. Always has one in his mouth. He's like a puppy. Just like, ooh, look. I got all the hickory pellets floating up here. And then as the sun hits them, they drop down. And the little Corys and all these guys will jump on them. In case you guys are wondering what these are, that's a Nicaraguan cichlid. This is a slow growing fish. It's not going to grow super fast in your tank. It does get about as big as a dinner plate, so just keep that in mind. Severums, same thing. These are turquoise, these 3. And then where's Jeff? There's Jeff. That one there is a gold Severum. Really pretty. Starting to get his colors in. He's loving the hickory. He's like, what's up, guys? I love hickory. I've fed this tank hickory now for about a week. I've noticed a bit of a difference. Nothing too crazy. I switch my food around throughout all my tanks, so normally I would just do omega-1. Jeff's mad. He's chasing everybody around because he's a jerk. Eventually these Severums are coming out of this tank and they're going in my 120, and the Salvinis will be moved into this tank, so I gotta watch them with these cribs. Make sure they don't beat them up too bad. That's a little Madagascar rainbow. That's what that one is there. Pretty cool little fish. Those get about 7 inches long, but man, they're beautiful when they get big. So there's a little update. Just the filter stuff I run in here. Lots of fish. I think there's 8 or 9 Corys in here. I can't even remember. There's a bunch. I got 3 plecos in here because I had to medicate one of my tanks, and plecos and copper don't get along well, so I quarantined one of them. There they all are. Like, hey, look, I'm going to dance for you guys. These are just common plecos, nothing real fancy. One of these 3 right here is going to go back in the 20 gallon soon. Just needed probably about another 2 weeks of water changes. Just don't want to get any copper on them. I don't want to kill them. So had a breakout of ick on some rummy nose tetras that I moved from one take to another. Now, this is in 35 years the only the second case of ick I've had. So treated it with copper, got that all figured out. So you guys can see plecos like big poops. Oh, that's so gross. I hate plecos, they poop big. Yeah, it's okay, they're pretty, I like them. They're full of personality, whether you guys want to believe it or not. These guys are constantly going. In all my tanks I have plecos except for 2. Well, no, I take that back. Only 1. The only one I don't have them in is in with my my Mbunas. My Mbunas will eat their eyeballs out, and we don't want that because that's terrible. Other than that, I've got them in every tank. I've got them from Rubber Lip. I kept Bristlenose for a while, but I don't know. 7-inch plecos just don't do it for me. These guys here are like 4.5 inches or so, and they'll get up to 1.5 foot. So eventually I'm gonna have a giant pleco tank, and I'll probably just breed them and give them away to the local fish folk out here. So anyway, I just wanted to give you an update on the tank, filters and that kind of stuff. So appreciate you guys watching. There's the DIY lids and the DIY light, even though it's just a shop light with bulbs in it. We call it a DIY just because it's not a fish tank light. I'm going to be setting up the 38-gallon ram tank soon. Super stoked. Resealed the 38-gallon. That was actually right here where this tank is. I have another video there if you guys want to know what happened to the 38 and how I wound up with this tank. All that video is there. This tank's crazy. You guys can see how thick this glass is. That's my pinky. And this is an old school 55. Don't find a lot of these anymore. So, cool. Thanks for watching. Peace!